group over there.
That were formed in my working group over there.
We came to consensus.
We came to consensus
On the following.
On the following.
There is much anger.
There is much anger
in this group.
in this group.
And we feel that this anger
We feel that this anger
is warranted.
is warranted.
We feel like we have to learn to create a process on how to communicate with each other. We first start by acknowledging the anger.
Acknowledging the
We then practice listening. And finally, after we hear each other, we practice patience. We came to consensus that this microphone should not be a soapbox. This microphone should be used to project the people's mic, as well as to be used to make general announcements. It should not be used in the General Assembly as a hierarchical tool. We came to consensus on that we should have a 20 999 separation. The first 20 minutes would be the agenda. The second 20 minutes would be breakout groups on that decision, on the agenda. The last 20 would be the breakout groups communicating the consensus of those groups, and then open mic. I believe that the time should be decided by us all. And 2020 is just the way to communicate the idea.
That's also 420, by the way.
And lastly, my group came to consensus on inviting the First Nation into the facilitation process of this occupation. We believe that they have much more experience and consensus making, and that we would like to learn from them. We would like to see a workshop created here for them to teach us how to work in consensus building.